recording now?
Yes, recording. So welcome, guys. Welcome to the first episode of the Censored Podcast.
Yes.
The first one, hopefully, of many.
Sound there
First of many.
Sound there for
No?
But
Never.
yeah.
Yes, so what are we doing, Tiwa? How are we doing this podcast? How would this podcast differ from other podcasts?
First of all, we're different. We're just different. We're not your typical everyday girls.
But what's a typical everyday girl podcast?
Whatever is put out there on social media. That's considered typical. It's not us. Whatever that's put out there on social media or whatever you think is typical, it's not us.
It's not us.
It's just not us. But what we're gonna do differently to start every episode is give you a fact and a riddle.
Yeah.
Correct.
So we're gonna give you a little fun fact and a little riddle.
Yes.
So you get your brain juices flowing. Wake you up for the podcast and to hear the bullshit that we have to say.
I'm glad you know we brought shenanigans on here. We brought it for people to come and listen to.
Exactly. So you're aware.
But yeah. So you want to start with your facts?
Yes. So I'm gonna start with my fact. But anyway, yeah. So my fact of the day is that there's something called revenge bedtime procrastination.
Yeah.
So it means that a person put their sleep till later on so they can have their own time. So they refuse to sleep early in order to regain some sense of freedom during late night hours because they're bondage to their workplace. So they would basically procrastinate on sleep just so that they can have some free time to themselves.
I get what you mean. Interesting. It is actually an interesting fact.
I feel like some people do that.
Probably, most likely.
But that's a thing.
Ready, yeah.
Go on. Tell us your riddle.
When I go in, I can cause some pain. Mm-hmm. I'll fill your holes when you ask me to. Mm-hmm. I also ask that you spit and not swallow. What am I?
Oof.
Spit and not swallowing, Milene.
That's an interesting one.
Very.
What'd you say?
Spitting or swallowing?
Spitting or swallowing? I'm spitting.
100%. That's with no question. It tastes nasty.
And I don't think it's very responsible of you to actually swallow it.
It's really disgusting. But do you know what we haven't told them?
What?
How they're going to answer the riddle.
We will tell you the answer to the riddle at the beginning of the next podcast.
Yeah. You
can obviously message us or DM us, so to say, at the Censored Podcast on Instagram, and tell us what you think the answer is.
Don't go searching it, please.
Don't
why kill the fun? Don't do it. There's no point. But yeah, that's how you enter, like she said.
Yeah. DM us and
tell
us what you think the answer is. So tell them the riddle one more time, nice and clear.
I've lost it. Give me a second. I'll get there. I've got it.
Going in your holes.
Of course you know. When I go in, I can cause some pain. I'll fill your holes when you ask me to. I ask that you spit and not swallow. What am I?
What am I? So think about that, guys.
So.
Go on.
So basically, yeah.
You do like you're in deep thought.
No. It's quite interesting. What I found
you're about to start chatting a lot of shit right now.
Whoa, we ain't even starting like that. Give me a second. What I was reading, yeah. So I saw this one on Insta. You know when you start thinking, Insta brings it up. Do you know what it is? It's different if I searched it, then I get it. But when I haven't searched it, stop reading my mind, please.
I don't mean to cut you off, but it just reminds me of my sister. She told me something on Instagram where some girl wanted to have a baby and her partner didn't want to have a baby. So she went, when he wasn't in the room, she went on his phone and she just started saying baby, changing, baby diapers, everything to do baby. She started screaming into the phone. So obviously, because they say that obviously your phone's always listening. And then when he was like on Instagram and then just going through his phone, there was just bare ads about baby stuff, baby this, baby that.
That's a way to do it.
No, honestly, then he was like, babe, why is there so much baby stuff going on my phone? And she was like, maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign that we have children.
You weren't paying attention when she was asking for the baby. She had to do that thing.
Somehow. So, ladies, even man them, if you want something from the other half, shout into their phone.
Because Insta will definitely promote it for you.
Siri's always listening.
100%.
Siri's always listening, but you're going, sorry.
So I found this thing. It's called the new price list for male gender. Did you see it? Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
And I thought...
£5, £10.
I thought as females, this is what we've got into.
No, honestly. No, but I think it's time we start charging for
Should
our
I
time.
tell should I?
Go on. What's the price list?
So talking stage prices. This is just talking stage.
Yeah.
So I'm not even dating you yet.
Yeah.
Talking stage. It says thinking about me, 0 charge, free.
Yeah, I can't really control that.
Do
can
whatever
think
you like.
Yeah, a 0 charge.
Getting to know me, £5.
Go on.
I don't know what. Yeah.
I feel like it's baseline prices, and then depending who you are, it goes up.
I'm getting there. He said asking to see social media instead of asking for my Insta. I didn't get that, but that said £10.
I didn't get that.
I didn't get that either. FaceTime, £5 per hour. Then making beneficial conversation, free of charge.
If it's beneficial, yeah.
Yeah, free of charge.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Making useless convo, £5 per topic. Then it goes asking questions, £10. Asking to link, £25. £10 extra if you are 2.5 miles away.
I agree. And it's at an extra £10 if I have to make my own way.
£5 deposit if you're 5'9" and below. And then it says £5 deposit. No, sorry, £10 deposit if you don't drive.
Yeah.
£50 for thinking about having sex with me.
And is that the price?
That's it. What are your thoughts?
I'm thinking, if this is the price list now, what was the one before? Or is this all something
I'm
new?
thinking we've had enough of BS.
No, because if that's the case, I'm owed a lot of money. Some men are in a lot of debt right now.
Let's not even start.
And they owe me a lot of money.
Because
This is the price list.
they should all be asking for my bank details.
No, I'm going to start sending invoices. So if certain guys start receiving invoices, don't ask me why. I'm going to send you my
It
details.
makes it easier. Because you can get on Monzo and be like, send a request on Monzo.
Yeah, exactly.
You can just send it. I'm not going to screw to you. When you just see the
request.
request, just know.
Just accept it. And
Just
send me
know
the
what
money.
I'm even put and be like, you're 5'9" and above. That's £5. Just here you go. Because that's your best way. Because you're gonna get your money by doing that. If you don't do that, you're not getting your money.
Yeah.
So it's just like one of
If
them
you
things.
follow the guidelines, then
You're good.
You're good.
You're all good.
you won't be in too much debt.
And then what I was looking at as well that someone said, which I thought can't be true because I won't be single at this point if this is the case. They said the man you're meant to marry is under your nose, but you don't know.
It's under my nose. Any man that's under my nose right now, if I am not married.
This is what I said. Because
That's what under my nose. That's actually scary. If one of the men that I've met that under my nose
like,
is going to be my
what?
soulmate, I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't believe.
Because I was like, no, this can't be true. Like, there's definitely something missing here because
No,
it
but they
doesn't
say
make
that
sense.
you've met your soulmate by the age of like, was it 20s?
20 something.
Yeah.
It's something in your 20s.
Early 20s. They say that
Something
you've
in
met your
20s.
soulmate. Ha! No, I haven't.
She said,
Unless I've
she
scrolled
said-
through someone on Instagram and that's the one, but none of the guys.
She said it can't be. That's impossible.
I refuse
because
to believe. I refuse
it's
to
actually,
believe.
yeah, no,
I refuse
it
to
can't be.
believe.
Because I don't, there should be a ring on it by now, if that's
Not
the case.
even that. No, it's not
No,
even that.
yeah.
It's the guys that I have met are not my
Marriage
are
material.
not husband material, you know. Or maybe they're not serious now. Maybe they
Further
become
down the line.
serious.
But by that time,
But by that time, well, you never know if that's your soulmate. You would have found anyone, innit?
It's true, it's true.
But
You still
not
be
everyone
there.
marries their soulmate. Sometimes you just settle down for the next best thing.
That is
So
so
maybe
true.
the soulmate comes around, but it's too late now. I've got bookings with my husband, so
But I thought you said if you're married, whatever, then your husband come along and tell you.
what my true
Your
love.
true husband comes along and tell you.
No, I say this now, but
I know you all talk.
yeah. If I'm married, I'm married, innit? Like, I'm not gonna marry just anyone.
Of course,
I'm
of
obviously
course.
gonna marry someone I love. So if my true soulmate comes along, which I feel like I know who it is, so maybe I have met him. He's just unavailable right now.
We're not doing
Currently
this.
unavailable. But if I am married, I'm obviously gonna marry for love or whatnot. So
100%.
whether he comes along, it's too late now. You had me at that time. You didn't want me. That's your own. You've missed out. We move. We're tired of waiting. These prices are going out. Invoices are going out. It's that time now.
It is, but I feel like in terms of speaking on dating and stuff, dating in the 20s,
What do you mean?
compared to like the older generation and stuff, getting into this
There
is
was,
just, I can already see it
I
getting
don't
into
think
it.
there's
It's already
anything
like,
such. There was no such thing as dating back in the day.
I would like to think
I feel like it's most because majority of our grandparents and parents met when they were young.
100%.
Like my grandparents met in Cape Verde when they were like 18, 19.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously my mum and my stepdad, they've been together for like 20 years. Do you know what I mean? They met when they were young. So I feel like maybe my mum might have dated him a little bit. But my grandparents, I don't think most of the time it's... Let's just start a family. There. I like you, you like me. We both have something in common. Let's get married and start a family. Because a lot of our grandparents have been married for years. From when they were young.
No, I get that, but I'm saying like there had to have been some kind of like...
Yeah, there's a little bit of courtship.
Yeah. It couldn't just be like, yeah, I like you, like me, so what like, now?
People in this day and age will be dating for 5 years. You're my friend now. We're just friends.
Do we even call that dating anymore?
No, but that's how it is.
Do we call
this
that
day and
dating
age,
anymore?
if you ask someone, oh yeah, how long have you been together? Oh yeah, we've been dating for 5 years.
What are we waiting for?
What does that mean?
But then again, it depends. Because nowadays we like to you have talking stage, situationships. What else is there?
Entanglements.
And can you imagine? But in that sense, if we're talking dating, are we talking boyfriend and girlfriend for 5 years or dating for 5 years? There's a difference.
Maybe, I don't know. When I hear I'm dating someone, it's just, you're just dating them. You're just seeing them here and there. You're still trying to see if they're the one for you. You're still getting to know them. Yeah, I feel like that's what dating is, and then there's the relationship.
I guess it is different for us. Dating per se. I feel like this is why we're not in like any serious relationship at a younger age. A lot of people say maybe it's because we ask for too much as females. But I feel like we ask for the basics, but they're just not willing to do it.
No, listen, yeah. I feel like everyone is entitled to ask of a partner of what they want. So if I want my partner to be a certain way, to act a certain way, I'm all in right to ask for it. The same way he might ask me to act want me to act a certain way and be a certain way. Everyone has their own preferences. It's not asking for too much. I feel like someone will think it's asking for too much when they don't meet the criteria. Well, you're just not the one.
Yeah, but ain't you...
Move on. Just move on. You're just not the one. Whereas someone who meets the things I'm asking for, I'm not going to say I'm asking for too much because he has everything I want. Vice versa. That's why they always say it's too much. No. Too much for you. Maybe for you.
Do you think he asks for a lot though?
I don't think I ask for a lot.
What would you say like you would ask for or would require from the other person?
I don't know. Well, I don't know what I would require for someone when we're dating. I feel like dating, I don't really put other requirements just out when I'm dating anyone.
In terms of like, so for example, I'm very big on communication. Simple, like, I don't expect you to text me 24/7 like you're doing too much. It's just a thing of, oh, I'm busy today. You might not. Just the little things. And I feel like to them it might come across like, I don't need to tell you that.
Yeah, I feel like it depends. When I'm dating, I don't expect.
It's not about expecting it. It's just
because let's be honest. Who's really serious when you're just dating?
Yeah, but I'm talking about like.
So
you've passed the word dating each other.
Yeah, then that's when you can start asking for something. You can maybe put it out on the table when you're still dating. Like, oh yeah, what like if I start
that's
getting
what I'm
serious
talking about. In terms
that's
of like
what I want. But at the beginning, I don't expect anything. I personally think of the worst that a man can bring to me or can be. And then if you do any more, then, oh, that's nice. Because when you start expecting something from someone, especially from men, and then disappoint you, then you're just like, men are trash. But that's when you start to learn.
We don't advocate that.
That's when you start to learn that you can't ask anything from anyone in general in life because you'll be disappointed at the end of the day. So we move. I'm leaving dating to God's hands. Yeah. 2021. How's your 2021 going, Tiwa? I feel that's a dumb question. I feel like it's just the same as before, isn't it? Because nothing has changed. I feel like 2020 just continuation.
It feels longer. We're yet still not in February.
We're getting there. We're like
we are, but it just feels a lot longer. Someone was saying that that this lockdown is different due to the fact that the first lockdowns, like the weather was different. The second one,
it was new to us.
Yeah, it was new.
Yeah,
you know, everyone's enjoying just being
like,
in.
You got the home workouts.
Yeah.
You know, you're thinking, oh yeah, I've got time off from work now.
The second lockdown, we're all like Christmas. It's like, okay, whatever. A bit of more
cold,
family time.
So
it's cold.
Stay home.
Now it's just like, okay, been over it.
Like, I've done everything I need to do. Now you're just sitting in bed all day long, watching stuff.
I feel like I've finished almost everything on Netflix. I've even gone to Amazon Prime now. That's what I'm on. I'm on Amazon Prime now.
There's so much you can watch now. And it gets boring. I'm bored of doing nothing.
That's what it is. I feel like I'd rather go to work and be like, oh, I'm tired from working.
No, but you say that now, but once I start working, I'm just going to be like, I don't want to be here.
But then again, like, we've always said that even, like, before lockdown, that's what work was. But it just gave us something to do. Because I feel like you wouldn't want to be in the same situation now. You'd rather take the work than what it is now.
I mean, as much as I complain about it, just being at home doing nothing is...
Yeah, but to a certain
if I had a good income coming in right now and I'm doing nothing, I would not complain.
But we would complain.
I would not complain.
Like, because it will get to the point, yeah, you've got a good income coming in while doing nothing. You find something to do that makes yourself happy anyway.
Yeah.
When things were open. But because, that's what I'm saying, things are not open, we're in lockdown. The only thing is, the only getaway for most people now is work.
But it depends what you do. Depends what you do. But I feel like, if I was doing nursing right now, doing 12-hour shifts, I would not call that a getaway to work. I would not call a 12-hour shift a getaway.
I get what you mean, because it's
my feet. I would not call that a getaway.
You're not doing it 5 to 7 days straight.
Doesn't matter.
You still get your odd days off here and there, so it's like...
It will still have you shaking. I'll get home and my legs feel so heavy. You can be up on your feet for like 10.5 hours out of 12. And I'm obviously not including the 1 hour break that you get. And then you might sit down to do a couple of documentations for like 30 minutes and that's it. And you're on your feet the rest of the day. Like,
I guess it's different for you.
And my feet is heavy. It's just heavy. Like, I can't walk anymore. I literally cannot walk anymore.
No. But I guess it's different. But we on a different hustle and grind this year. So it should be a lot different.
Yeah, hopefully.
No, not hopefully. By God's grace.
By God's grace, yes. Yeah. We'll proclaim it.
It'll
be different.
Proclaim.
This year, I feel like it's going to be different.
Did you write any goals for yourself this year?
Did I write any goals? Not really. Obviously, we wrote a couple goals for the podcast and everything, but in general, not really. Only because when you start writing stuff and planning stuff, I feel like it's a way which you can get disappointed easily.
I get that, but I did more manifestation than writing goals. If it goes, it's meant to be God's way. If it doesn't, it's not God's way. Yeah, and that's the way I wrote it. So in that aspect, so it's like...
So you've taken it like that, so if it doesn't happen...
If it happens,
it's not God's will.
Yeah, that's the way I wrote it. So like, I don't feel like I'll be disappointed in anything per se.
Yeah, I feel you, but...
Especially with COVID, I'm not getting disappointed with anything. I'm not getting disappointed.
No, it's true. Last year, I've been disappointed, so I feel like if anything comes now...
I could cry speaking of last year.
Anything that happens now... I'm excited for.
My passport is about to see a year without travelling. My passport's catching dust and it's telling me, what am I doing?
I was still able to get the country last year.
Anybody asking you? No one's asking you because you really went to Italy for a whole month.
I went out to Portugal for a whole month. Month was good.
You travelled... I was thinking about you actually travelled 3 times last year. Because you went to Spain to see a thing, and then went to Paris in February.
Yes, I went Paris,
That's the last
Spain,
one.
and Portugal. So
you did the normal thing we do.
my minimum threshold.
Yeah, you did what we do.
So I did it.
So I'm owed too.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm owed too. I'm going to. Come, let's go then.
It's closed. You can't go to Portugal right now. That's how you got back. As soon as you get to Stansted Airport, they'll be like, you best go back home. I don't think there's even flights available.
Travelling now, they're implementing the hotel stay from airport.
Is it? Depends where you go.
No. Yeah, it depends from... it's called the Red Country now, I think. But my passport is catching dust. It's hopefully going to get cleaned out this year. Hopefully,
you might bring it
by
back
God's
out,
grace.
get a couple stamps there.
Amen. Because I'm tired of this.
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, as long as they give me back my money, it is what it is.
Anything, as long as it's not with Ryanair, I'm good.
Oh, Ryanair took the piss. Yeah, but really and truly, we were at fault a little bit.
How?
Because our flight to come back home got cancelled.
Okay, cool.
The flight to go to... Where was it? I suppose Eindhoven, innit?
Yeah.
Because we're going to Rotterdam. Yeah. So the flight to Eindhoven was still going. So technically we were supposed to catch that flight.
No, but we didn't. The notice they gave us was late. They had to give you a notice, I think, within a certain hours.
No, exactly. Yeah. Notice that it's cancelled. They didn't cancel our flight to go.
No, notice to change or cancel for coming back was late.
What I'm saying is, they didn't cancel. If they don't cancel your flight to go somewhere, you still have to take it. Technically, they're not supposed to refund you because the flight's still going. So they were telling us. Cool. They were telling us that they were going to refund the flight back. But we didn't go, so we wanted all the whole refund, and that's why it took us 7-8 months to get
They wanted us to go, but yet our hotel had cancelled our thing. So where were we going to? Because our hotel cancelled. Speaking of hotel, we still got a refund on that.
No, but they said will give us a year.
A year is round the corner, mate. That's in 2 months. Because that hotel booking was a non-refundable. So they're going to extend it for another year?
They're going to have to, because I don't think it's going to be open in March.
It's 100% not going to be open in March. Yeah. We're just about coming out of lockdown in March.
Because if it's open, we're just going to go Rotterdam and then do what?
Nothing's going to be open either.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, we're just about getting out of lockdown in March, let alone trying to go somewhere else.
Yeah, because they're saying they're only open in the schools March 8th. Mm-hmm. When my mum told my dad, he was stressing.
Why?
Because he's the one that's been homeschooling my sister.
Oh, okay.
Well, because he's always up in the mornings. This guy doesn't sleep, innit?
Mm-hmm.
So he's always up early in the mornings to start off, and after, when my mum comes or when I come, then I help her here and there. But he's the one that's been helping her more time, so, and he stresses out. They both stress each other out, so all you hear is just shouting at 9 o'clock in the morning.
I'm guessing it's happy that they plan to go back in March then. I'm guessing it's happy that they're planning to go back.
No, he's not happy that it's so late.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Obviously, he's happy that they go back, but he's not happy
that it's so
half term
coming up anyway.
Yeah, but the half term only a week.
Feeling that they have to do.
But there's one thing having holidays, because you don't have to home.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know my little brother. Get online. Let me see what you've done.
Yeah, but your brother's older than my little sister.
It's true. Because I just make sure you go online. You do what you need to do. Alright, cool. Have you done your work today? Yeah. I bet.
Do you check it?
No, because it's done online. So everything his teachers check it. It's not like they're giving him stuff for him to write and then put online. He does it straight online and it gets marked online. Yeah, but you can still double check to make sure it's done right. It's fine. When the grades come through, we have a discussion. Like he got a good grade today.
Yeah, but you can help him get good grades.
Me. Ask me what I remember from studying in secondary school. If it ain't got anything to do with maths, don't ask me anything. Maths or PE, don't ask me anything. If it ain't got anything to do with maths or PE, don't ask me anything. Because now you're on your own. Those were the only two I'm good at.
Well,
exactly.
My sister's still in primary school, so they're subjects.
Yeah. When she gets to secondary school, she gets to year 9 and she start bringing you science work, first of all.
No, I still remember. Well, science, I did nursing, so...
Yeah, but not everything.
No, I feel like I still remember a lot of stuff. I feel like I was
You'd be surprised. I'm going to wait for you to tell me that, she came with this assignment and I just didn't know. If you come to me and I don't know, let's go search it together. That's the next step going forward. Yeah. But no, he does alright. Like, even today he came and was like, I passed, I got 30 out of 40, I got A-. I was like, well done, keep your... Because we have a deal. For his GCSE, you can't get anything lower than a C. If not, we've got a problem.
What did you get for your GCSE?
I think I got a C in maths, C in English. Then I did BTEC. I did BTEC sports, so I got a distinction star. And then science, I did BTEC science, I got merit. So it weren't too bad like that, but C in maths and English, and that was it. I don't remember anything else per se. I think I got a D, but I don't remember.
GCSEs.
What did you get?
I think I got 11 GCSEs.
11? Yeah. Well done. I got all my GCSEs. Yeah, exactly. So you qualified for 4. So that's my
2 BTECs. That's 8.
No.
Plus,
PE classified for 4, and then science classified for 2.
Oh,
and then you had English, maths, and whatever.
But we got taught. We had to do a language. We had to do a technology.
Where did you go again?
St. Angela's.
See, it was different for us.
Yeah, there's things that we had to do.
No.
So I think I left either with 10 or 11, but I got 1 C. I think I got 6, 7 B's, and the rest were all A's, and 1 A star. No,
see, with us, we had like different boxes. You had like the triple whatever. You had the vocational, I think, and then we had the different boxes. No, the only thing compulsory was maths, English, science, and PE. That was it. Yeah. We didn't have to do a language. Even like now, everything has changed because it comes home yet.
But there's numbers now as well. Yeah.
So when it comes in with numbers, I'm like, come. Explain each number for me, please. It's called O levels now.
Yeah.
It's like, I think 9 is A.
But I feel like that's how it used to be before.
Yeah, before they changed it.
Yeah, before they used to do numbers, then they changed to letters, and now they've changed it back to numbers.
They changed it back to letters. Because the numbers is a bit... Why? The letters is easy. Cause
but I feel like within the whole education system, it should all be the same.
Yeah, it should have been different.
Then you get to A-level, I think A-levels is still... letters, I think.
Yeah, A-levels are still A-level.
But then you get to university and you got the first...
Pass, merit...
1, 2, 1, 2, 2...
Keep it the
same. You know when I first went to uni, I had no clue what first was, what a second class was, what an upper class was, what a lower class was, a pass. I had no clue. I literally had to go and search it.
I did.
To see what it was.
No, because when we went in...
I just knew that I had to get 3%.
No, when we went in, they gave us like a little paper that kind of just broke it down for you. So I kind of just read that. And then it was just quite straightforward. So when I went in, I was just like, okay, cool. Because they kind of like asked for something similar in States, but it was slightly different. So I kind of had an idea of where I was going to. So I was just like, okay, this ain't too bad. Then I feel like in first year, I just didn't give two craps. Because when I heard first year don't count, it's just a little demo.
What uni?
I just about showed up to all class. I didn't care what grade. As long as I passed, I didn't care what I got.
Yeah.
Because it didn't go 10%. It didn't go. It was 0% first year.
It was vibes.
Vibes.
First year is just vibes. That's when you can just.
It was actually just there because it was only when I got to second year I was like, okay, cool, this counts now. Now I'm gonna buckle down and thing. But apart from that, you get what you get in first year. If you saw me, that was your own. Like, I weren't too bothered with it. Do you know what I was thinking? Sorry to cut you off.
What did you think I studied?
No, I know what you studied.
Oh.
What I was thinking is, when we did the introduction, I don't think we actually said our names, because now that I said Milene's...
It's true. Oh my gosh, guys. This podcast is hosted by your babes Milene and...
Tiwa.
And your girl Tiwa. Sorry, guys.
I was thinking about it, because now that I said your name, I was like, we didn't have that discussion.
Milene. Hi, Milene, Milena, Mil, M.
Oh, so you're giving them options?
You're giving up 4 options. You got Tiwa T.
No, that's it.
No, I wasn't going to say anymore.
That's it.
I leave it at Tiwa T.
Anyway, let's...
But I was sensible. I was a sensible child. My mum realised that, and then once I start going to, especially when I started to uni, she's like, I can go out, come back whenever. Do you know what I mean? As long as, and even now I still tell her where I'm going. For safety reasons, because you never know the way these streets are.
It is.
It's actually so unsafe.
Did you see the video
of that girl that was running away from the man? You know that man
and she was hiding.
You know that man? I once got stalked.
Is it?
Like there was one time when I used to live.
Oh, actually, I was shaking watching that video.
Literally, it actually took me back because it happens so much. Like, I don't think people men need to understand that women get stalked a lot.
Yeah.
Like this was in my area, the same as her when she said your area, not safe in your area. Like I was one time, I was just going home, minding my own business, and then I've turned and I just see a guy behind me because I'm always on 10 toes. Like, I'm
especially when you're out.
Turning my head. I don't put my headphones, like I'm there. I'm alert, especially when it's nighttime. I'm alert, and I was like 16, 17, obviously still catching, you're transporting this. So I'm walking home from the bus stop. And I just see this white old guy. He looks like Eastern European. And, okay, cool. I see him behind him. Then I've turned. I see him turn as well. Alright, cool. Now I've turned again.
He's looking funny.
And he's still like he's literally
They always say take 2 left, 2 right.
He followed me because I stopped. And he stopped as well.
Yeah.
So now I've turned to another road. So my house wasn't far from where I was, but I turned to another road. And as I've turned the corner, he stopped now by like a tree. And he's just standing there. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm going, and then I slowly come back and I see he's not there and I run home. No,
because they always say like, if you feel like you're being stalked, take 2 left, 2 right, or something in that direction. But it's so scary, especially like in this day and age, like we're still in 2021. It's actually so scary. Like, because I walk out my house with full confidence, and like when I saw that video, I really got shook.
More time, I'm walking on the road acting like.
Yeah,
I do.
You ain't doing me nothing.
I don't walk scared.
Yeah, I don't walk.
But I'm still on 10. Like I'm still wary about my environment.
Especially with now, like even like with the headphones they're providing. Just because it's in, don't mean it's on.
AirPods. No, but yeah, those headphones are in for distraction.
Yeah, literally, like that video
really.
Off the music. It really bothered me.
It's
like
sad. Sad.
Like especially like because it reminded me of the little girl. Remember?
In Croydon.
Yeah. I was just like,
and the guy talking. No, it's sad, and it happens so much. Stuff like that.
I feel like this is why as females we're so up, and to guys it just looks like, why are we like this? But it's like you don't leave your house with having to look left and right. Don't get me wrong, you have your own thing.
Obviously,
but as females, we're not just looking out for particular people. We're looking out for every guy.
Everyone. I don't care who you.
Straight away.
I'm already looking.
I'm looking left, looking right. It's a bit like.
Even when someone's just walking past me, I'm just like...
Yeah, like... Yeah. Sometimes, like, someone talk...
I'm not going to have to fight.
Someone will talk and I'll look like, are you talking to me kind of thing? Like, you can't be talking to me.
Even then, I try not to... when someone's just making...
I try not to make it obvious.
Because when you look, that's when they want to now initiate conversation with you.
I feel like most of the time I turn around is when I hear sounds that I'm not expecting, or it's just... It's caught me off guard. So it's a bit like, ooh... And I was walking and I heard something. I was thinking, first of all, no one should be out at this time because it's definitely, unless you're going to work. I looked, And I was just like, and all he said was good morning. It was just holding my hand, just like, oh, good morning.
And sometimes you want.
But this is the fear they're putting us though.
Exactly. I want to walk down the street and just have people tell me good morning.
Yeah.
I don't mind a man coming.
I get a lot of them people in my area.
I don't mind it. I'll be like good morning as well. But I want it to be a good morning, and then that's it.
That's literally it. It was like good morning, have a nice day.
That's how I
I was
want
like
it to
good
be.
morning.
But more time you're scared that when someone says good morning, there's something. Oh, so how you doing? Where you off to?
It depends on who it is. Sometimes you say good morning, I'm smiling on my head. You ain't even getting nothing from me.
Where you off to? You in my business? Don't do that.
No, it's like, it's really...
I was watching something, like the ladies were asked, what would you do, like, if one day there was no men? Like, just for one day, it was just women. What's the one thing that you do?
I don't know. I feel like I've seen this before, but I don't...
What's the one thing you do if that one day there was absolute, just women in the world?
I don't know.
Like, the girls are saying they'll go out for a run at night.
That's sad.
I will go out for a run at night.
But that is sad. Like, we should be able to do that.
But I'm saying,
I know. But you say they'll go to the gym. It's actually sad that we have to.
The gym
it's actually sad that we have to think
shorts.
about it like that.
They'll go to the gym in shorts.
It's
and a sports bra.
It's
without
sad.
having to, feel uncomfortable because people.
In 2021, for us to still think like,
listen,
it's
gonna happen.
Yeah, I know it is, but it's actually sad. Like, we shouldn't be doing. We shouldn't.
So what would you do?
I don't know. I don't feel like there's something.
I'll go to the club. Dressed with the nicest dress, knowing there's not going to be anyone to hold my arm. That's it. That's what I do.
No, I don't know. There's nothing.
I'll go to the club in my skimpiest dress, knowing that I'm okay.
There's nothing. There's nothing that stands out like that I want to do.
That's what I do. And when I leave the club, no one's going to be there to catcall or anything like that.
Remember when we went out here? We went Shoreditch. We were meant to go cargo. We took that day.
Yeah.
Going home, there was traffic. So we're sitting in the car, windows down. You know I'm getting that, innit?
We're in the comfort of our own car. Windows, because it was a hot night. You can't even have your windows down.
This boy is pulled up to the car. And I'm sitting there playing.
And all of a sudden he's asking, what's just that?
It was random.
Yeah.
Like, we were praying. By the time he added the snap, the red light would have been green.
I'm done.
Because...
I'm gone. Because I've gotten in trouble where, obviously, when a guy's moved to me, he was like, oh, so what's your name? I gave him my ally name. It's Angela. I'm just saying, it's Angela. I gave him Angela. And he was like, oh, hi,
watch people come for you now. I'm not
laughing. Okay, nice to meet you, Angela. Then he was like, oh, let me add your snap. I'm thinking, shit.
I'm sitting in the driver's seat like...
No, this is a different time, not this one.
Okay.
That one I'd made the snap.
Okay.
But before, this is the lengths that we have to go through as women, yeah? Because I don't want to say no.
You can't just say no.
You can't.
You can't.
I don't say no anymore.
Sad.
I don't say no. I either give you my number, block you.
Thank you,
the wrong
because I don't
number
have time for
and
it.
Dash. Or
sometimes because they know we give out the wrong number now, they call or text straight away.
But I'll give you my right number.
Yeah, I'll give you the right number and I'll go about my business.
But yeah, so obviously I told him, oh, what's your name? My name is Angela. So then he's like, okay, let me add you on Snap. I said, you can't really add me on Snap. Milene is my Snap.
Yeah.
So I was like, what am I gonna do? So all I did, I just brought down Angela. And I he was like, what? Oh, that's that? There's bare Angela. I said, don't worry, that's my Snap. And I just quickly.
Fine, add whichever one you like.
I just quickly left, and then after when I got home, I was like, this is a sticky situation. So I literally created another Snap.
But you don't
Angela.
use it.
No,
do you remember the login deals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless a guy was supposed to is to move to me, and I said my name's Angela, and I just give him that Snap.
Speaking of the length we have to go, did you see this girl saying no and she got cut up in the ears? It was on Insta. A guy's pulled up to her in a car. I think she must have just been parked up, and he's asked for Finn, and he's literally just slit her straight down in here.
I say yes.
And I think this was in States, and I was just like...
I just like, yeah, of course. You want my number? Of course, have my number. Just now, as soon as you message me, you're getting blocked. No, actually, I think I did see it. And then she had bare blood in the car, and then the guy was recording it. Yeah, I saw it. It
was a bit like, yo, just because I told you no, you're not gonna be everyone's cup of tea the same way. I'm not everyone's cup of tea the same way. So someone else ain't gonna be my cup of tea.
Facts.
Like,
you don't see me in my feelings because a gentleman didn't like me.
We move. You just find the one that's gonna like you. You're gonna like.
And then I still think I'm a sweet one. So whether you like me or not, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. But some man them can't take rejection, and it's sad. I feel like that's very sad.
This is why I don't blame. We've come back in full circle. This is why I don't blame them creating them list of what you lot have to pay for, and what you have to pay for, because you lot put us through so much for you to think you're just gonna come moved.
It's too much trauma.
Because
and I feel like I've only had like a small amount. I feel like some girls have gone through a lot. And I'm thankful. I'm very thankful for. Obviously, I shouldn't say that I'm thankful that only a small amount, because nothing should really happen to anyone. Yeah. But
you're just thankful that you haven't had to be in a situation like that.
In a very bad situation. Because I've known people that have been in a very bad situation, and
just especially them people that just don't like being told no.
It's so disgusting. It disgusts me. Like,
this is what we go back to. Like, this one is go back to like certain conversation, regardless 2021, 2030, whatever it is, it's still going to be had, because change ain't gonna happen overnight, and it's gonna take a bit. I feel like
when we have children, it's just educating them.
Yeah,
and telling them that this is okay and this is not okay. You teach your children right from wrong, but then obviously there's another majority that don't do that. So it's like it's a yin and yang, isn't it? It's disgusting, but obviously, hopefully in due time, things might change. I don't know. I'm not really hopeful for it. This stuff has happened for so many years, for hundreds of years. So
even before I was born, let alone thought about me.
For me, thinking I'm naive to think it's gonna change anytime soon. No. It's about us just changing people around us and our children.
Start from somewhere. It's better than nothing.
Exactly.
You can still hear it.
Buzzing. Why is she calling me? Okay, hold on. Yeah, hello? Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing the podcast. I'm in the midst of recording.
Huh?
I'm in the midst of recording.
Hi, the Censored Podcast. So you guys follow them on the gram. You know the vibes already.
I was going to ask, did you see the verse battle, Keisha and...
No.
You didn't?
I'm not up at 2:00 in the morning to watch these things.
I spoke to you before it started, which was running off, and then I ended up staying up. I watched it, yeah. She came in late, first of all.
Keisha. Oh.
Keisha. She came in late.
I find she was off her head.
Because that's what I was getting at.
Drunk.
She was rude.
Keisha, that's who Keisha is.
No, but she just
Have you not seen her on Love and Hip Hop? This girl don't care. Yeah, she was on Love and Hip Hop.
Which one?
When she was still with
Bobby.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't remember. But she was super rude. Like, I was happy Ashanti weren't having it. She just came in with so much. She just came in with so much energy. Yeah, straight. She patterned it. She came in with so much energy. She was just like, first of all, she was super late. Ashanti was there 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes before, entertaining everyone, like just gassing the thing. Yeah, she just, and then she came here, and then Keisha tried to tell her to start, and she was like, no, you're starting. I fell asleep when it took a break. I was too tired. And then come second thing, I seen it on the Shade Room. Keisha tried to start the second round, and then Ashanti was like, no.
You started.
But Ashanti really kept it.
But no, I think none of the verses have ever actually gone well.
There was one the one with Kirk Franklin went really well.
I've not watched any of them.
No, the one with Kirk Franklin was really good. It was Fred. Fred. I don't want to say his name wrong, but it was another gospel artist. Yeah, no, his one was really good. I liked his one. It was proper good.
Maybe I'm just thinking of hip hop and R&B ones.
No, yeah, but his one was good.
Which one's the one that went left? Was it the one with Gucci? Was it Gucci Mane?
I ain't watched that many.
And some other guy, I can't remember. And they just started arguing.
Is it?
Something like Lil Back to start shooting up the place.
In terms of like lockdown and stuff, like the thing that blew up was when we had the Tory's Lane radio show, whatever it's called it.
Quarantine radio.
Yeah. That's the first one. Second one. What did we have second one? I don't think we had. There was
Quarantine Radio, and Swarm started to do a UK version.
Yeah.
And that's when was it London that went on it? Someone went on it and said, "Fuck you too already."
I left. So I was like, what?
And then left. But everyone was on live during the first quarantine.
I was definitely on it. I was on it until he did this madness with what's her name?
With Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah,
that's
and then
different. That's a whole conversation. Day,
yeah, literally. But yeah, until he did that, then he went for him. But I was trying to think, like, the only thing going on in this lockdown now, it's
nothing. People are tired of
TikTok. the different. You had busset. Now you had. I think it's
the stiletto challenge. You know they're naked in there. I didn't know they were naked.
No, some of them are in pants and bras.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. They're not fully naked.
There was one.
Have you seen the guy's one?
No.
You haven't seen the guy's one?
I saw one guy.
Yeah, I think it's the one that poured the water on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he said the caption was, I'm happy that UK men have shame. Because you don't catch UK men doing this, you know. It's always That's what I'm saying. Americans are built just vibes.
They don't care.
Because you don't catch UK men going on TikTok and pouring water over themselves, or
First of all,
especially the ones where they have the ring light in front of them and they're just recording themselves in front of the ring light, licking their lips. That gives me the ick.
Is it?
I find it so cringe. Why are you just doing? Nah.
You just sat yourself in camera
you did. You did. You thought to yourself, I'm gonna do this.
Literally.
And you recorded yourself, and I know more time it's not 1 or 2 recordings. They recorded like 4 or 5 times to get
to get the right one.
Exactly.
They're special people.
All these recordings, no, that's definitely special. They're definitely special. But yeah, you had the busset challenge, the stiletto challenge. All these beautiful melanated black women just clean the
stiletto one is that's just started.
That only happened because of is it Chloe?
Yeah.
Her name's Chloe. Yeah. She did that thing in the red light when she hit 1 million followers in 8 days. 1 million followers in 8 days.
That's it. I'm waiting to see because you get random.
Yeah, it's true. There's TikTok challenges now, but they had TikTok challenges before as well.
They did, but there was other things.
Now it's on Instagram.
Yeah,
that's the only difference. Now it's on Instagram. Now I literally watch TikTok on Instagram.
Yeah,
because I'm not about to go on TikTok.
For what? You get bored. You're seeing the same thing all the time. But that's just what it is. You on it
for hours for no reason.
Without social media, back in the days, when I used to go to the park, there was water fights. My mum used to chase me from the park to go back home. That's how mad it is. Now they're chasing people from PlayStation 5.
Outside.
I was outside.
I used to live to go outside.
I used to wait for the weekend, and I used to wait to go knock on people's door. Oh, can you come out? Can you come out?
Come and knock on your door.
Can you come out? Can
they come out to play, please?
And we used to just come up with.
Or you'd be at the window oh yeah, go to my door, knock for me, because my mum was trying to tell me I'm not allowed to go out.
But if you knock, she would say no.
Yeah, if you ask nicely, she'll say I can come out.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, Auntie, can Milene come out?
Just make sure you're back at this time.
Milene, come out. And then you're already ready at the door, and as soon as she says it, go, and then you can't come back inside the house.
Yeah.
You come inside the house to drink water, she's like, if you come back in this house again, you stay in this house, you even in or out. So now you're outside thirsty.
No, but I got away with it because my younger brother, we're 10 years apart, but at the time, when I used to go to Park Bears, my mum used to want me to take him out as well. It's fine. We all go. I leave in one place where I can still keep an eye on you and stuff. Yeah. But I'm still doing me.
Yeah.
And at that time, everyone wanted to be out. It got to a point my parents used to do night shift.
Yeah.
When I tell you, one of our friends here, there was a park. We literally lived across the park from each other.
Yeah.
Middle of the night, 2 a.m. We're running from houses to houses between parks. That's how mad it was. And it just used to be so fun. When I think about secondary school days back, before social media became such a big thing.
Yeah.
I lived to go outside.
No, but the streets ain't safe nowadays. Anyway.
It's not. But
I feel it's different. I feel like it's different.
No, it's just
it's
different in general. My little brother still goes and whatever, but it's just. Yeah. I
don't think the vibes.
It's not the same. Yeah, compared to the way we did it.
Vibes.
If you weren't coming out, you were missing out because
you just hear people just shouting.
And then when you go into school, I'm like, did you go to the park? Did you do? Especially when it was. I feel like I used to enjoy water fight the most. When you plan water fight.
There was one time I had a water fight. One of the guys nearly drowned me, Tiwa.
What?
He nearly drowned me because obviously, so we're having a water fight, and this guy was older. It wasn't that much older, but he was older than us, and he was quite big. And we were all having a water fight, and I must have threw water at him, and he probably didn't like that, whatever. He grabbed me by my neck and pulled, and literally, what's it called? When you put a towel over someone's head and you waterboard, he literally waterboarded me. He had like this and he just pouring the water all over my face. I could not breathe too much. I was like, what's this guy doing? Why is he trying to kill me? No,
I feel like the weirdest one is the boys were just nasty. It got to a point they started pinning Finn, and that's when we all stopped. They used to Thank God my house was 2 minutes from the park. I was running home. And if they've targeted you, the boys were nasty. The boys started peeing in the fin and stuff.
Nah, never around my
Everyone started
That's
lashing.
the dirty servants.
That's what I'm telling you. The boys were nasty. He got to... Because you know what it is they got tired of going home to refill the fin.
What we had a tap outside. Anyway.
It was good times.
On that note, I think it's time we call it a day. Call it a day to our lovely listeners. What are you going to say now?
I was going to say, thank you for listening.
Yes.
The first of many to come.
Yeah, the first of many. Hope you enjoyed it.
You could,
be
if there's
nice.
something in particular that you thought with it, you want us to talk about more.
Any questions, just DM us at The Censored Podcast. Follow, hit the notifications so you're aware.
Of when we post.
Yeah, we'll be posting.
We had the riddle.
So it's just in case I'm sure they got it, but one more time.
When I go in, I can cause some pain.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fill your holes when you ask me to. I also ask that you spit and not swallow. What am I?
So that's the riddle, guys. DM
you
us,
get it?
or you just have to wait till the next episode to find out the answer.
Yep.
That's that.
It's been your girl Tiwa.
It's been your babes Milene.
And
hope you guys have a lovely day. Love and guidance.
We out.